I wanted a boyfriend.
I don't think I like this part of the story.
Well, I met you.
You're gonna start talking about all the guys you met before me, though.
I didn't.
You did, though. You met a lot of guys before me. Well, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Aaron.
We're
Rescue Rangers.
do. That's not the theme song. So yeah, we thought we'd talk to you guys about have a sit down video and kind of maybe talk to you guys about, tell you guys how we first met.
We actually get this question a lot, and I think that we got some new subscribers now, so we wanted to retell our story. And if you already heard this story, I'm very sorry. This might be very repetitive, but maybe we'll add some new twists and turns in the story. Like we'll make something. We are storytellers, right?
Yeah, so maybe we'll have a new plot.
Ooh, yeah, no, maybe there's another ending. Like they don't end up together.
Well, fine. You don't want to be with me. You don't have to be.
I do want to be with you.
No, you don't want to be with me.
I think it's very important to hear someone's origin story. No matter what, like you have to kind of know where they come from and, you know, like how they became to be.
Like Batman?
So we grew up in a weird in-between stage. I don't know if a lot of you remember, but hopefully some of you do. But there was a time long ago, before cell phones existed, before social media
There was cell phones
existed.
and social media when we met. No, so when we first met, we will first of all
Picture this. San Pedro, 19...
No one lived in San Pedro when we met.
You did.
No, I didn't. I was born there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I lived in Long Beach area.
You lived like 15 minutes from it.
A little lesser known town called Bellflower, California.
Let's backtrack. We've been together for a little over 15 years. We met, I was 20, Aaron was...
the ripe old age of 18 years old.
Yeah, so I was had just finished my first year of college, and I was on to my first semester.
I was fresh out of high school.
You were out of high school. Let's get that situated right now. You were not in high school when we met. So.
No, I was like 6 months outside of high school.
You were 6 months out of high school.
Yeah.
You were 18 years old. You had been 18 for 6 months.
There kind of was a little bit of social media, but it had just begun. We grew up on the cusp of it though. Like when we were kids, we still played outside. There was no internet really. Like there was nothing like
There was internet when we were kids.
Not in my world. I didn't have internet. I had those stupid little AOL discs.
Yeah, that one. You remember when you went to like the grocery store and they would like give it to you at checkout, like 1 free month subscription, and it was the dial-up.
Ooh, and sometimes you got it in the mail.
But anyways, we digress.
Stop using that word. You never use that word. So anyways, I digress. We grew up at an age where there wasn't a lot, we were on the cusp of technology. So MySpace was the big thing then. It was huge. Everyone had one. Everyone had their little profile, so we got to know each other. Like when you were creepy on someone's profile, you got to know a lot about them, right? Because you had your music.
Yeah.
Right when you went on someone's page on MySpace,
oh, I remember that.
Everything. The music started playing.
Yeah, you can pick your own song. Yeah.
You knew that I was a Pokemon master already because I had the Pokemon logo.
And you could pick your top 8 friends. I actually wasn't into social media. I'm still really not that really into social media. I'm not very good at social media. I remember like I was like starting to talk to I wanted a boyfriend. Alright, I wanted a date. Okay? And so
I don't think I like this part of the story.
Well, I met you.
You're gonna start talking about all the guys you met before me though.
I didn't.
You did though. You met a lot of guys before me.
So Sam made me go to MySpace, and I was on there, and I was just like, I hit Aaron up, but I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think he would ever respond to me or anything like that, and but he did. Do you remember what you said? Your first words to me? Do you remember?
No, I hate this. Will haunt me the rest of my life. Actually, I don't remember the exact words.
I remember.
Okay, then maybe you should say it.
You just
so
said,
I can just go this way.
Hey! Exclamation point! Your profile is blocked.
He had a blocked profile, so I couldn't see anything about him or read anything. And MySpace was one of those ones where you're like, oh, I could go see, like, you know, what they're all about. It was just, he wasn't some random stranger, you know? But this guy, I don't know why he was blocked. Were you trying to run away from something, like a mysterious past or something?
I just started it. I didn't even know how to block or unblock or any of that stuff.
Well, anyways, he was private, so I kindly asked him if he could unprivate his account.
And then we hit it off ever since. No,
Classic love story, right?
No,
Regular Romeo over here.
So we talked for like 2 weeks. No, I think we actually talked for like a month. Because I think the first 2 weeks we were messaging each other back and forth, and then it moved to talking on the phone, and we would talk for hours on the phone, late at night, early morning.
We hit it off right away. We just started, like, we were staying up so late at night. I remember.
I do remember that. And I remember sometimes we would start talking at like 11 at night.
Yeah.
But we would talk for hours, and it was, I mean, those were like the highlight of my day. And finally we ended up meeting in person. I got Merlin fluff on my face. You threw me a lot of curveballs, actually.
What?
Yeah,
I did not.
You told me that you were only looking for friends. Then you told me, you blew me off 2 times in a row. So I was like, he is not interested in me. And then the first day we went to hang out, it wasn't a date or anything, he invited his friends, or we got in the car and within 15 minutes you were like, oh, my friend Jill is at the mall, you want to go? And I was like, oh, he doesn't like me, he's trying to find an escape route.
I had to see if you were a serial killer or not, okay? That's it. I just had to see if you were crazy, okay? See, this is a good thing, yeah, because no one ever really met anyone online at this point. MySpace was not for dating. None of the online places was for dating. No one dated online. That was even more embarrassing than even being online and having a profile, was dating online. No one used online dating, remember? That was frowned upon back then. They'd rather go on a TV show like Blind Date to find love than be online.
Bachelor.
Yeah, but meanwhile, I think that's why like a big percentage of people actually meet their people online now.
Yeah.
We are the pioneers of meeting online.
We were. We surpassed dating apps. But anyways, yeah, so the first day we kind of just hung out. Remember we hung out in Long Beach, we hung out at Lakewood Mall, because that was like all these things that 18/20-year-olds can do. So Aaron was saying that he lives in the hood, right? So I was like, okay, so he lives in like a sketchy area. And so like the image in my head was something horrible. And I get there, and this was actually our first date, not the day we first met. And I was like, it's not bad here. This doesn't look really bad at all. And then he was like, I know, I'm just giving it a hard time, but it's really actually not bad at all. And we literally turned the corner, and there's a white outline of a human body in front of a store. Do you remember that?
It was actually a bar that I would pass on the way home from my elementary school every day walking home, but yes, I remember that. This was back when we didn't even have a place to make out. Like we couldn't go to I shared a room with my little brothers, like we had to share a room, and then we couldn't go to your house because they didn't know about us, and so we had to make out in our cars. Like that's where we had, you know, that's the stage of life we were at the time. Like, God,
oh my God, that's so crazy to think about our stage of life. We were really like, because 18 and 20, you think, I guess some of you would think adults, some of you will think that's a baby. It depends where you are in your phase of life.
Yeah.
But we were really like, we were really kids, and we really like had the typical high school, I'm just gonna say high school relationship, where like I snuck Aaron into my bedroom and like
got caught.
We got caught. I had to hide him under the bed. Like, so
we had like a high school sweetheart romance basically. But like that's really cool though that we got to experience that.
Yeah, to be with someone when you're 35 years old, 33 years old, and think back that when we have our own house, but just to think back that at one point I had to sneak you into my bedroom.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about.
Oh my God, that's so mind-blowing. Like, what the heck? Like, seriously, we came from that? So after that, we moved in together, but we rented a bedroom, like, from a friend. So it was a one-room little in a house, in a townhouse.
And it was like a bachelor pad. Like, there was, like, every room had either couples or single people, and it was just, like, the party house. Like, there was just, like, Like, it looked like a frat house. And me
Yeah.
and Aaron were just not, we were just together. We just wanted to be together.
And then we did studio apartment after studio apartment for a while. It took us a while before we got out of the studio apartment place because we lived in California where rent was just always, we didn't really have a chance.
Yeah.
So like, it took us a while to get out of this, like years and years to get out of the studio phase and get a 1-bedroom apartment together.
Oh my gosh, which seemed so glamorous, and we were way older than we should have when by the time we first got our first 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. But
yeah.
good times though. I still look back and I'm like, wow, that was just, I mean, it's all been a magical wild ride like with you, and I've just had the best time.
Me too, it's been crazy. That blew my mind though, thinking back that I had to sneak you in my bedroom at one point and we now own a house together. That's so, I mean 15 years ago, but it's
I know,
crazy.
yeah, but it's crazy that was even a thing, you know? Now here we are, living our best lives ever.
Some things just never change.
Oh my god, I love Del Taco, it was so good.
I'm happy for you.
You wanna bite?
Of course I do, but no, I'm being good.
Oh, you're watching your figure?
What's my figure?
Me too. Me too.
You got a little bit of taco in your face.
They forgot to give me mild sauce, so I'm really pissed because I like mild and Del Scorcher. I like the most mild one and the most hot one, but
How are you just gonna pull out a taco when we were filming?
continue.
Well, that's pretty much it. That's how we met. We met on MySpace. To sum up, we met on MySpace. We got together January 21st. It was the 3rd actual time hanging out in person, but we've been talking for weeks. Our first date, we ended up being at the hospital at one point. That's a little secret story that I don't think we've ever ended up sharing with anyone. It's gonna be cool to be a little old man looking back and being able to see all those different phases that we got to enjoy together.
Yeah, and maybe, just maybe, Taco Bell will bring back Mexican pizza for good by that time.
I think they are coming back.
Get my purse. Alright, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this ridiculous story, but I hope you enjoyed it, and come back again and come hang out with us because we love hanging out with you.
Also, you guys, thank you so much. We have the Kickstarter going on for my book, Nick. Thank you everyone who supported and pledged. It means the world to us that this dream is coming true. And if you guys still wanted to pledge, there's still time. Hope you guys, if you guys want to check out the Kickstarter, the link will be listed right below.